Welcome to this video showcasing the top 15 attractions in Rwanda. Known for its stunning landscapes and diverse wildlife, Rwanda is a country full of adventure and natural beauty. From the towering peaks of the Virunga Mountains to the tranquil shores of Lake Kivu, there's something for everyone in this small African nation. So without further ado, let's take a look at the top 15 must-visit attractions in Rwanda. Number 1. Volcanoes National Park. Without a doubt, the number one thing to do in Rwanda is gorilla trekking at Volcanoes National Park. Sharing a border with Uganda and the Democratic Republic of the Congo, this national park in Rwanda is home to a growing number of critically endangered mountain gorillas. Experts estimate that there are about 600 gorillas in the park, a significant increase from around 240 to 250 individuals in 1981. While most African hinterlands away from the Great Rift Valley are forced to compete with the likes of Kruger and Masai Mara, Akagera and the Serengeti, when it comes to the wild, mist-topped backcountry of Rwanda's Volcanoes National Park, all bets are off. Number 2. Kigali. Since the dark days of the Rwandan genocide, the city of Kigali really has done a U-turn. Where once marauding gangs and death patrols roamed, today there are bustling markets and spice-scented street stalls. The ramshackle barrios now ooze the energy of day-to-day bustle, while the appearance of shimmering steel skyscrapers on the horizon is just another sign of the flow of foreign investment in these parts. There are a couple of things you simply need to see: the moving Genocide Memorial and the Grand Presidential Palace. Number 3. Uye. Uye was once known as Butari, and most locals still call it that today. But whatever its moniker may change to, there's no altering this one's prestigious history. Visitors can hear tales of the old Tutsi monarchs at the National Museum of Rwanda, they can eat alongside erudite students, and they can delve into the stalls and handicraft emporiums of Uye Market. Number 4. Lake Kivu. While Lake Kivu is hardly a single destination, it's worth a special mention on its own simply because of the sheer wealth of attractions and activities it offers travelers to Rwanda from its place on the extreme western border of the country. Covering a vast area of more than 2,700 square kilometers, it ranges from Gisenyi in the north to the multicultural island of Ishwa in the south. Number 5. Kibuye. Kibuye juts its way into the blue-brown waters of Lake Kivu in a series of curved headlands and steep-sided bays. Surely one of the most handsome towns in all of Rwanda, it's surrounded by high hills that come dressed in wisps of mist by morning and offering sweeping views of the lake waters and the islands by afternoon. Akagera National Park. Akagera National Park is the same savanna and riparian swamp mosaic you'd expect to find in the super-famous game parks of the East African Rift. That's because it's 1,200 square kilometers of land but right up to the border with Tanzania, giving rise to roaming herds of giraffes, antelopes, jackals and more. Safaris are slowly becoming popular, with outfitters now organizing game drives and game walks from the smattering of lodges that exist. Number 7. Gisenyi. The gateway to that great speck of blue that is Lake Kivu, sitting amidst the verdant hills and mountains of the Albertine Rift Valley, Gisenyi is a place where the African jungles cascade down grassy hills in sporadic bouts of palm trees and exotic cassiars. They are peppered with bamboo-built shacks and eco-lodges, perfect for those eager to immerse themselves and escape in the Rwandan wilderness. Number 8. Nyungwe Forest National Park. There are few protected forests that can boast the same kind of superlatives as Rwanda's mystical Nyungwe Forest National Park. For starters, this vast area of more than 940 square kilometers is the single largest enclave of montane forest remaining in this corner of the continent. Number 9. Gisuma. Gisuma is Rwanda's coffee king. Set amidst the foothills and sylvan valleys that rise to the Nyungwe forest, the town is just a small speck on the map. But, thanks to its tasty beans and potent caffeine-infused brews, it's risen to become well known by baristas and coffee enthusiasts the world over. Number 10, Nyagatare. Nestled deep in the granite-carved valleys of Rwanda's northeastern provinces, the city of Nyagatare is not only the best gateway for exploring the verdant and biodiverse reaches of the Akagera National Park, but also an interesting little backwater town in its own right. As many as 100,000 people call it home, breathing life into the ad hoc craft markets and the university campus that pepper the city center. Number 11, Ruhengeri. Visitors to the northern town of Ruhengeri can't help but look up to where the mist-shrouded peaks of the mighty Virunga Mountains raise the horizon, to where great beasts like the mountain gorilla roam the verdant forests. In fact, those natural draws, namely the Volcanoes National Park, are pretty much the main attraction here, and the wealth of safari outfitters and package touts offering gorilla stalking expeditions is testimony to the fact. Number 12, Lake Muhazi. Winding and weaving like an East African snake through the hills of Rwanda's eastern province, the waters of Lake Muhazi have long represented a favorite rest, recuperation and relaxation spot for dwellers of the capital at Kigali. The banks are spotted with secluded picnic points, and there's even a popular country club offering volleyball courts, quiet cabanas on the shore, eateries, and bike and boat rentals. Number 13, Gisuma National Park. In late 2020, Rwanda debuted its fourth national park, Gisuma, giving tourists yet another natural attraction to visit. The 34 square kilometer national park aims to preserve one of the few remaining Central African montane rainforests. Tourists can visit Gisuma, the larger of the two forests in the park. It's home to a variety of primates, including golden monkeys, blue monkeys, lists, and around 20 eastern chimpanzees. Number 14, Nyanza. There was once a time when Rwandan royalty trod the dusty lanes and roadways of far-flung Nyanza, when ancestral monarchs wandered under the great bulbous domes of the adobe and thatched ancient king's palace. One of the last capitals of the pre-colonial kingdom of Rwanda, this spot in the southern reaches of the country is steeped in history and tradition. Come and trace the story of the nation's one-time leaders, unravel sobering and moving episodes of the Rwandan genocide, and tour the museum collections that lurk in the old courtrooms. Number 15, Nyamata Genocide Memorial. The Nyamata Genocide Memorial is worth a visit if you want a deeper understanding of the Rwandan genocide. It is the final resting place for more than 40,000 victims, around 10,000 of whom locked themselves in the sanctuary of the site's church, but were killed when Hutu militias forced open the doors. The victims' clothing and ID cards can now be seen displayed on the church pews. You can also see the grave of Tonia Locatelli, an Italian missionary who tried to get media attention on the systematic killing of the Tutsis, just outside the exit of the church. That's a wrap for our tour of the top attractions in Rwanda. Whether you're a nature lover, an adventurer, or a history buff, this beautiful country has something for everyone. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel content like this. Until next time, Safari and Jama.